Shalom. This is Abidan from the tribe of Benjamin. I want to say Kal Liam, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who teach and push the sincere truth around the four corners of the earth. What's good, Israel? It's Abidan. Today's lesson is going to be about Stockholm Syndrome. Jake loved Esau. About these racists. Really, today's lesson is about the Mormon church and their racism and their racist scriptures, and how Jake loves the Mormon church, won't let go, got Stockholm Syndrome, right? Love their oppressor, and how Jake is just retarded. Straight up. You love your oppressors, the people who put you into captivity. You really have love for these people. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. It's crazy. And Jake can't let go. They love America. They love they microwave society. Right? They like they fast food, they microwave society. And all this bullshit that they be on. You feel me? You see? So I'm going to play some videos. I'm going to read some scriptures out of the Book of Mormon. And the book has racist scriptures. And the Mormon church was built off of racism. Right? Slaves pushed into the Mormon church and baptized under the Mormon beliefs and won't let it go. So let's go ahead and play some of the video. We'll go back and forth. You can see the sister here. She's a chocolate sister, you know what I mean? She's got a nice dark skin complexion. Right? But Jake loved Esau, won't let him go. So let's get to the video.
So these paintings give a brief history of how our church started. When Jesus Christ was on the earth, he gave his authority to his 12 followers, called the 12 apostles. But when the apostles died, that authority was gone.
It was in 1820 that God the Father and Jesus Christ appeared to a young boy, Joseph Smith.
Later, in 1829, the apostles Peter, James and John restored God's authority back to the earth by giving it to Joseph Smith.
An angel appeared to Joseph Smith and told him where to find some ancient writings. In this picture, we can see Jesus Christ a long, long time ago, speaking to the people of the American continent. A record of this can be found in those writings.
We believe that just like Abraham or Moses, Joseph Smith was also a prophet.
We believe that the authority of God is still on the earth today, and that the man sat here is the current prophet.
So just like other...
Alright. So you see what they believe in. You see all the people's pictures. I just wanted to show you. Come on. Everybody Edomite white. Everybody Edomite white. Come on, man. What's going on with that?
Restored God's authority back to the earth by giving it to Joseph Smith.
But they don't mind that, right? They believe Joseph Smith is a prophet.
Authority was gone.
Right?
When Jesus Christ was on the earth, he gave his authority to his 12 followers.
Alright. First of all, his name is Yahweh Shai. And look at the picture that they got up in their Mormon church. Alright? This is their picture. Look at the apostles. They all pale. All pale faces, right? Come on now. And she just standing there just happy. So she believed that the Lord's name is Jesus, which is Yahweh Shai. And she also believes that he's a white Edomite. A pale-faced, unpigmented, burn in the sun, Edomite.
Called the 12 Apostles. But when the Apostles died, that authority was gone.
It was in 1820 that God the Father and Jesus Christ appeared to a young boy, Joseph Smith.
All right. So they believe Yahweh and Yahweh Shai came down and met with Joseph Smith. Okay? So Vocab got a
When the
problem.
Apostles died, that
Vocab has a problem with the doctrine from the One Westers, which comes from Abba Bivens, saying that the 12 tribes sign and Abba Bivens, how could it be right? How could an angel come to Abba Bivens or something like, you know what I mean? But he doesn't go against the Mormons, and the Mormons believe that the Lord and Yahweh and Yahweh both came down and appointed Joseph Smith a prophet.
authority was gone.
It was in 1820 that God the Father and Jesus Christ appeared to a young boy, Joseph Smith.
1820. God the Father appeared to a young boy named Joseph Smith. Alright? So you see this bullshit that they on? So let's go ahead and pull some of their scriptures from Nephi. Put it right next to it. Alright? Book of Mormon. Let's get to some of these scriptures here. Nephi 11 and 13. Mary, she was exceedingly fair and white. Exceedingly fair and white. Nephi 12 and 23. Prophecy of Lamanites after Christ became a dark and loathsome and filthy people, full of idleness and all manner of abominations. First Nephi 13 and 15. Gentiles, they were white and exceedingly fair and beautiful, like unto my people. Nephi 2, 2 Nephi 5 and 21. A sore cursing, and they were white and exceedingly fair and delightsome. Alright?
Later, in 1829, the Apostles Peter, James, and John restored God's
Pale faces, exceedingly white and fair and beautiful.
authority back to the earth by giving it to Joseph Smith.
An angel appeared to Joseph Smith and told him where to find some.
We believe that just like Abraham or Moses, Joseph Smith was also a prophet.
We believe that the authority of
So they believe this man has authority. Joseph Smith was a prophet. These pale faces, right? They're white and beautiful, but dark and loathsome and filthy are for the dark-skinned people, right? 2 Nephi 5:21. Lord God did cause a skin of blackness to come upon them. 2 Nephi 30 and 6. Prophecy to the Lamanites. Scales of darkness shall become to fall. They shall be a white and delightsome people. Jacob 3 and 5. Cursed, whom ye hate, because of their filthiness and the cursing which hath come upon their skins. Their skins will be whiter than yours. Reveal no more against them, because of the darkness of their skins. Alma 3 and 6. Skins of the Lamanites were dark, according to the mark which was set upon their fathers, which was a curse upon them because of their transgressions and their rebellion. Alright? So they've been trying to push and say that that's the curse of being a Canaanite. And when you end up going to heaven, you know, you get that curse off of you, and you be white and delightsome. And but that's a bunch of racist bullshit, right? That's a bunch of racist bullshit. But no one wants to call on the Mormon Church for their racism. But they've had it, you know, throughout the years, been confronted with their racism, right? All right. Under Smith, I just show you Joseph Smith. Successors, however, policies were reversed. In 1852, Smith's immediate successor, Brigham Young, announced that black men could not hold the priesthood. In the following decades, both black men and black women were barred from temple worship. So they don't even want you in their church. They bar you from their church and their temple worship, and you still want to be up in their church. Begging to be up in Esau's world, begging to be up in Esau's church. Barred. These policies affected a small number of black Mormons. A small number of enslaved black people had been brought to Utah in 1840s and 1850s by white Mormons, and some were baptized into the church. Slavery was legalized in Utah in 1852. All right? And remained until the Civil War. So enslaved black people baptized, brought to Utah between the 1840s and 50s by white Mormons, and some were baptized into the church. Then Brigham Young, all right, under Smith, which all of a sudden, right, Smith, you see that he ain't even following, he made up his own doctrine. He said that the Lord came down to him and the Lord's Son, Yahweh and Yahushua, came down and gave him the holy doctrine. But then why is it not coming out of the Bible? The King James 1611 with the Apocrypha, right? These racist bastards, they want to claim God and make Yahweh a pale-faced white boy, right? They steal, kill, take, rape. All they do is take, rape, hate us, kill us, right? But still, you have the Mormons that won't let go. You got Jake still wanting to be all up in Esau's world. That's just like going to a Ku Klux Klan meeting. If you are a Negro, Latino, Native American, can you imagine rolling up to a Ku Klux Klan meeting, got your sheet on, trying to kick it, right? That's like trying to change the color of the sheets at the Ku Klux Klan meeting. Like raising your hand and, you know, I like to change the color of the sheets. Like, why don't you leave these racist white folks alone? Jake, quit trying to fuck with these racist white folks. They don't like you. All they do is hate you. They take you. They rape you. They hate you. That's all they do. Leave these racist white folks alone. Let them have their little racist world and their little racist churches. And their little racist God. Let them keep that. Why you trying to be all up in they Kool-Aid? Shit don't make no damn sense. So Brigham Young, if you don't know, the college BYU was named after this gentleman, Brigham Young, right? This racist bastard, one of the leaders of the Mormon church. right after John Smith. This is the Salt Lake Tribune by Courtney Tanner, July 18, 2020. The librarian at Brigham Young University is named after a man who said if his grandfather got engaged to a colored boy while she was at the school, he would hold administrators accountable. So their library is named after a racist Edomite who said that his granddaughter could not engage with colored boys. The law school there got its name from a different man who strongly advocated for blood banks to segregate donations from black and white people so they wouldn't be mixed. The BYU Chemistry Building is named for Ezra Taft Benson, who suggested that the civil rights for blacks were a communist deception. George A. Smith, whose name is on the campus field house, said in 1949 that Negroes are not entitled to the full blessings of the gospel within the Latter-day Saints Church, which owns the university, and that interracially marriages were most repugnant. And Abraham O. Smoot, for whom the administration building is named, had at least one slave while arguing against emancipation in the Utah Territory. So they whole university, Brigham Young University, is named, established by racist, supremacist whites. It's their campus. They set it up, right? They set it up. Those are just a few of the spaces that black students at the Provo School say are hard to enter today without thinking about that history. All right, I'll just go down here. So, basically, it's saying that these students would like to rename some of the buildings on the campus. They propose replacing the names with more descriptive labels for what's inside a space, such as the chemistry building or the math lab or the English department. And they have also sent a letter to the National NAACP, which has partnered with the Faith, asking for support. Removing the names of enslavers from our campus should not be controversial, and certainly not in an institution tied to a religion modeled after the teachings of Jesus Christ, they say. The members of the student union wrote. But Jesus Christ, they all believe, is white. Brigham Young is named after the man that was second up to bat after John Smith. Okay? They covered in racism. They covered in it. And you want to go to their school and then tell them to change the name of their buildings. How the hell does that sound? BYU black students. See how they always put black when we're really not. Alright, we're brown. Different shades of brown. And we're not black. But anyways, BYU Black Student Union wants to remove the names from every building on campus. I keep telling y'all, Jakes, leave these racist white folks alone. Let them live in their racism. Quit trying to invade their space, moving all into their white neighborhoods and want to go to their white schools and ask them to change the names. Like I said, that's like going to the Ku Klux Klan meeting and asking them to literally change. That's like going to the Ku Klux Klan meeting and asking them to change the colors of the sheets, bruh. Come on. That's like going to the Ku Klux Klan meeting and asking them to change the colors of the sheets. STFU. Shut the fuck up. Come on now. Let's wake up, Israelites. But you see, Jake got Stockholm Syndrome. That's what I'm talking about. They don't want to let it go. Jake love Esau's world, want to be in Esau's world, and want to fight to be in Esau's world. You got some nerve wanting to be in Esau's world and then asking him to change his racist ways.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Feelings of trust or affection felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taken by a victim toward a captor.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Come on now. That's what Jake got.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Come on, Jake. Don't want to let go. She proud of her white Edomite forefounders. Jake got Stockholm Syndrome.
A record of this can be found in those and told him where to find some ancient writings.
God's authority back to the earth by giving it to Joseph Smith.
An angel appeared to Joseph Smith and told him where to find some ancient writings. In this picture, we can see Jesus Christ a long, long time ago, speaking to the people of the American continent. A record is still
All they
today,
pictures
and
of
the man's
Jesus, Yahushua are white, right? She's standing next to her
here is the
predecessors. She's so proud
So just like
to
other
be in the
Christians,
Mormon
we
church.
also
Jake is lost.
the people.
Jake is lost. She's so proud to be in the Mormon church. Everyone's white,
later
pale faced, right? They want to pervert the gospel. Come on
He gave
now.
this authority to his 12 followers.
Jake got Stockholm Syndrome, bro.
So these paintings give a brief history of how
She's just happy. You know? Jake got Stockholm Syndrome. Straight up.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Alright. Feelings of trust or affection felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taken by a victim toward the captor. We were taken by the Edomites and put into slavery.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Jake don't mind they God being white. They don't mind looking up to white, want to fit in, but they don't want you in their church. But you want to go to their schools, you want to change the rules at their own schools. Leave these racist white people alone, Jake. Let them be racist and white.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Leave these white folks alone. Alright, got a few more, just so you can see. This is the Atlantic. When Mormons aspired to be a white and delightsome people. Right? A historian looks at the legacy of racism in the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Emma Green. All pale faces, right? But Jake always want to fit in. Jake got Stockholm Syndrome. Leave these white folks alone. Quit trying to go to the Ku Klux Klan meeting and change the color of the sheets, bruh. So many recent events in American life have been a call for the country to grapple with its legacy of racism and white supremacy, including the violence in Charlottesville and even the 2016 election. All right? Racism and white supremacy. This is the Atlantic. Just showing you that it's been around, bruh. all kind of different websites. Chicago Tribune. In a teaching known as the Curse of Cain, Mormon doctrine states that God marked Cain with blackness and cursed him, so he would forever be persecuted. Several other teachings in the Book of Mormon speak of black skin as vile and evil, and white skin as pure and delightsome. The scriptures imply God would darken the skin of people who fell out of his favor and lighten that of those who pleased him. Come on, white supremacy. Making God white? That is crazy. You guys are the goddamn devil, bruh. Straight up. Everything gotta be white. Black ain't even in the Bible as a people. There's no nation called black. And there's no nation called white. There's a nation of Jacob, the Jacobites, which became the Israelites under our forefather Jacob. His name was changed to Israel. And we are the Israelites, the Hebrew-speaking Israelites from Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They are the Edomites. Alright? So, as you can see, I'll go on a little bit more. Okay? I mean, I don't really gotta go, and that's more than enough. But there's a black woman from the south of Chicago, public health official, decided to become a Mormon. Friends thought she had lost her mind. Why, they wondered, would an intelligent African American sister, which raised in the racial strife of rural Mississippi, want to join a church that once taught black people were inferior and cursed? You know why? Because Jake got Stockholm syndrome. That's why. Why else would a sister want to join the Ku Klux Klan meeting? They teach that Negroes are inferior to Edomites, which are the Israelites, the tribe of Judah. Alright? So she's lost. And that's a sister. There's another one down here, Jesse Thomas, another black Mormon who lives in Chicago, joined the church in 1989 after the birth of his first child. Now attends Sunday meetings at the Logan Square Church. Thomas said he learned about racism in the church text only after he had baptized into the church. He stayed. He says because of the way the faith affects almost every aspect of daily life. Lost. Jake's got Stockholm syndrome. Then he raising a child to follow in his footsteps. Do you see how this shit just keeps going on and on and on? Through time, Jake just passes the stupid shit down to their kids. So you can see that. This is the Chicago Times. Crazy. They don't even care. Alright? So, that's the base of the lesson. Alright? We want to step away. Leave these white supremacists, white racist motherfuckers alone. Let them be. Let them be racist and white in a little racist white world. Quit trying to go to the Ku Klux Klan meeting and sign up and change the color of the sheets. Come on. Trying to change the names of the buildings. They want they white and delightsome. They don't believe in y'all like that. You want to go to their school because you got a scholarship for playing ball? You still just considered black to them. Alright? Still considered black. Alright? In 1852, Smith's immediate successor, Brigham Young, announced that black men could not hold the priesthood. In the following decades, both black men and black women were barred from temple worship. Leave these racist white folks alone and follow the gospel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Stockholm Syndrome.
So Jake got Stockholm Syndrome, you know what I'm saying? You understand?
Stockholm Syndrome.
So let's get to the scriptures. Because Jake don't want to let go of these false idols, these other religions. They want to follow behind Massa, right?
Stockholm Syndrome.
So we got Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh. Because they're chasing after these other churches, these white elders and gods, their apostles is pale-faced whites looking like vampires, right? We gotta chase these crazy bald heads out the town, like Bob Marley said, right? Stop following after the heathen way. The books, everything they gotta offer is poison. Why would you try to be a Mormon or go to BYU if you are Israelite or just considered a Negro? Why would you even consider going to a place that's racist and then asking them to change their racist laws? Can you please change the color of the sheets at the KKK meeting? I prefer purple sheets. You know, the white really doesn't. Nah, that's not how it works. You don't go hang out with demons and devils and ask them to be righteous. You don't go to the KKK meeting and ask them to change the color of the sheets. Just like the sister I showed earlier in the video. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whom coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. That's what they're doing. They're lying. They're saying all the apostles were pale-faced Edomites. The Lord came down and gave Joseph Smith the gospel outside of the Holy Bible, right? They compare him to Moses. Come on now. That's the working of Satan with all power and signs of lying wonders. And Jake just follow right behind it, right? Jake follow right behind it. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. The truth of the gospel. Right? But they're covered, they fell for deceivableness. Just like the lady at the beginning. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So you Jakes just keep following after Esau, trying to be in his churches, trying to be accepted in Esau's world, right? That's all y'all want.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Wake up, Israel.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Kwam Yasharallah, Israel. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, like believing in a white God, believing that in the Mormon lie, trying to follow after Esau, trying to think that you can turn Esau from being sinister and evil and demonic. You want to make him a righteous man. Nope, you're going to believe a lie. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai put that strong delusion on you. Alright. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed by them. So don't Learn the ways of the heathen. Don't try to join their churches, follow after their ways, eat their food, follow their paganism, right? Believe in their unrighteous laws. Nah, you gotta believe in Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai and quit trying to be Mormons and having Stockholm syndrome. Jake, wake up. Straight up. Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Alright. Psalms 79:1. A psalm of Asaph. O Yahweh, the heathen are come into thine inheritance, taking over the church, taking over the gospel. Thy holy temple have they defiled with they white portraits and white faces, pale-faced vampires. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. Psalm 79:1. All right, the heathen are coming to our inheritance. They're claiming our gospel, our God. They changed the color of the Lord, right? White supremacy, bruh. White supremacy. Wake up, you Stockholm Syndrome Israelites. White supremacy. Thy holy temple they have defiled, right? They defiled the holy temple with all their paganism and satanic and demonic idols. Ezekiel 23:30. I will do these things unto thee because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. Following after the heathen, their ways and their demonic beliefs. Wake up, Israel. Get away from the Stockholm Syndrome. And leave these racist white folks alone. Let them be racist in their little racist world. Quit trying to bother the KKK meeting and stop trying to change the color of the sheets. Shalom.